This finger play is called Where is Thumbkin? I like this one because it isolates each of the five fingers on your hand and it gives them a specific nickname. That's good because later in the year, when you are doing something with your students where you need to refer to a specific finger and they need to know what you're talking about. So, for instance, holding a crayon or a pencil and you need them to move their pointer finger, you can bring back the finger play and they will know what you're talking about and they'll know what to do. So, I'll go ahead and sing you the first two verses of the song so you know what it sounds like and what the actions are. There's five verses altogether, one for each finger. If you don't think that you would be comfortable with singing this finger play with your class, I would first say you probably would be fine and you don't have to be an amazing singer to sing with your kids, and I would strongly encourage you to just go ahead and sing with them. But you could also just say this if you needed to. So the first verse would be, where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, thank you. Run away, run away. And then you would go through each of the other remaining fingers. So the first thing that I would do when I was introducing this finger play before I sang any of that or showed it to the kids would be to prepare some of the actions out of context of the finger play. If you try to do all of this at once and say, all right, let's do this finger play, here we go, then they're not going to be successful with it. That's too much at once. You want to break it down and do it little by little so that they can be more successful with it. Moving one finger without moving the others is hard enough for them. So I would say, can you show me thumbs up? Can you show me thumbs down? Can you wiggle your thumbs up and down? Can you wiggle them back and forth? Can you move them in circles? Now, can your thumbs look at each other? And can they say, hello? Hello. How are you? Very well. Can they run away? Can the other one run away? Can they come back? Can the other one come back? How are you today? Very well. Run away. Now, our thumbs just had a conversation. That was pretty cool. But you know what? They forgot something. They forgot to use their manners, didn't they? They weren't that polite to each other. So this time, can you bring your thumbs back out? And you're going to say, how are you today, sir? And the other thumb is going to answer, very well, thank you. How are you today, sir? Very well, thank you. Run away and run away. That was much more polite, wasn't it? Okay, then I would go ahead and introduce each of the five fingers to them. So they put up their hands, and you want to make sure of two things, that they're all holding their hand like they're waving. If someone's doing this, they're going to be confused. And the other thing is to make sure that you have a ring on your ring finger for this. So we already met Thumbkin. Can you put all your other fingers down and wiggle Thumbkin? Sometimes we call him by his nickname. His nickname's Thumb, but in this song we get to say his whole name. It's Thumbkin. The next finger on your hand, point to him. His name is Pointer because he points to things for us. Put all your other fingers down and put up just Pointer and wiggle him. We know Thumbkin, Pointer. Our next friend is a little bit special because he's the tallest one of our whole hand. So we call him Tall Man. But he's a little bit shy. He does not like to stand by himself like Thumbkin and Pointer do. Tall Man has to have all his friends with him. He never stands alone. That is because you don't want to have a class full of kids putting up their middle fingers. So you go ahead and you are proactive about it and you say that Tall Man and Ring Man, they're both shy. They both like to have all their friends with them. So Tall Man wiggles and Ring Man, because he has a ring on him, and that's where we often wear our rings, Ring Man wiggles, but he doesn't like to be alone either. That's because it's really hard to make Ring Man stand up by himself. So you also just tell them that he has everybody with him. And then our last friend, he can stand alone. His name is Pinky. He's the smallest one, so he's a little bit weak. Sometimes we like to do Pinky stretches, so you can make him stretch him up, stretch him down, up, down, side to side, and touch your nose, and he can do all sorts of stretches because he's just a little guy. So now they've met all the fingers. We're going to go ahead and do the finger play now that we know all of their names. When I do this, though, I'm not expecting anyone to sing with me. I'm expecting them to try to do the motions the best they can. Some of them might start to sing, but I don't ask or even encourage anyone to sing this first time. So we would go through each of the actions and do the whole finger play. When you get to Tall Man, before he comes out, remind them that he doesn't stand by himself. And if a kid tries to comment about it, you just repeat that, open your whole hand. He doesn't stand alone. Put up all your fingers. So after we've done that, another day, I'll bring it back. We'll review what the names of the 5 fingers are. We'll do the whole finger play through. I'll encourage more singing, and more students will sing along. But another thing that I like to do is I try to trick them. So when we get to Pointer, Thumbkin will be sneaky and try to come out instead. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am. Hey, that's not Pointer. You're Thumbkin. You're trying to trick us. That's not very nice. So you keep doing that on every verse. So then the actual Pointer will come out. But when you sing, where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man? Here I am. Hey! And they think it's really funny, but it also gets them to hear that part of the song over and over so they know it better. And it helps them kind of associate the nickname and the finger even better. So she's saying Tall Man, but that's not Tall Man, that's Thumbkin. It's just sort of reinforcing everything. And they think it's funny. You could do it over and over again and they would not get tired of it. So that is the finger play, Where is Thumbkin?